I would say it's pretty good, probably. He's definitely very team fighty, but he's also a little farm heavy, maybe. A little split push.
I wonder if they just open with the Dazzle again. You know, something they've been...
It's actually fantastic as a lane support.
Okay.
To go Batrider instead, though.
There's your S4 hero, the S4 Bat.
Yeah. And this is a hero I don't expect him to feed on.
No, we saw it was yesterday. He had a game. Who was he playing against? I can't quite remember. But he has had a fantastic game here on this land with Batrider. So yeah, very much in the zone.
10 seconds
Like you said,
remaining.
one of his classics. What do they?
Is he going to do like Lincoln's? Or?
I think the only time I saw.
And I guess Shadow Wave is kind of good most of the time, but might be okay. Maybe there's another
Dazzle,
5.
or maybe if you want to go for a bit more sort of catch and control, I kind of like the idea of maybe Fly picking up the CM this game, so you can get a bit more feisty early on. You know, having the mana for Kunkka, spam Torrent a little bit more, the Frostbite to lock down a Void. Frostbite could be very annoying.
Yeah, it could be good. Another way to set up Torrent too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see that being effective.
OG's turn to pick.
Legion and OD being the bans.
So no supports yet for Liquid. But again, I do think there's going to be a Phoenix, most likely. That was a great pick.
Yeah, there's your setup.
To pick.
Yep. Guaranteed silence if Void's out of position. Very difficult for him to time walk back to safety. In fact, they have 2 ways to do it. They have both X and Glimpse.
Yes.
So that's going to be really, really obnoxious for Liquid.
Yeah, they got to
OG
be careful they don't mess it up though, with glimpsing X mark targets and such.
Like they have such a mobility advantage on OG right now between Glimpse, X, and Batrider looking for initiations. Like anybody ever lags behind, you are going to catch them and bring them back to the fight.
And of course, just take that disrupt away from GH. We've seen what the GH can do with it. So, okay, so yeah, as you said, your disruptor kumbos. I mean, I guess you might imagine what Fly will play the disruptor and Jarex will play the
Yeah,
Kunkka.
I believe that's going to be the case, 100%. I think that's usually what they do anyways. But
Yes, yeah.
I was thinking like Tree or something like that, but most of the heroes I was thinking was all JX
Were
heroes.
you thinking Pudge? Because
I was, but I was thinking about it for OG. I was like, what's another JX hero that's always JX? It's Pudge.
And OG, they're back with a Naga.
That was a very, very good pick there. Chronosphere countered by Sleep as long as Naga's not in it. Naga Sleep can set up into Kunkka combos, into back combos, into Disruptor ulti combos. That's the one that they've been really abusing lately. But teams forgot about it a little bit. That first day didn't go so well for OG against LFY, against Night Stalker. Well, no Night Stalker this game, and they pull it back out. Good timing for it. I think the Pudge is pretty good though. You can do Chronosphere into hooks, or something like that. If you get an Aether Lens, you could hook through the Chrono, pull somebody into the Chrono.
That is true.
Probably not good. but kind of a cool idea. Honestly, I'm not a huge fan of the Pudge pick. I feel like it's a little weird.
To go with what you're saying, I really feel this is the Naga pick is very scary.
The reason they grab Pudge though is whoever it's the anti-mobility advantage. Whoever gets X'd or whoever gets glimpsed, you can hook them back to safety. Is the idea here for Liquid, but in a normal fight, Pudge is screwed. Like, he's never going to dismember off. All you have to do is cast X, instantly cast it again, and it breaks the channel. You can cast Torrent on him. You can cast, like, Disruptor Glimpse, like, Disruptor Ulti. Pudge does not feel super good for me.
And I don't know if you saw yesterday, but GH, he played the Pudge and he had a super rough game.
I saw some deaths,
He was like 0-6 in the first 5 minutes. He had a rough time. And there's your support combo for Liquid. They'll pick Kuroki up the line, so still just leaving. As I said, I assume it's going to be the Timber Man playing the Void. They could switch it around if they want to do Mind Control Void, but I feel that's unlikely. We'll see what OG think at least with this final ban.
The Lion Pudge support too is a little greedy as well. It's I actually just played that on a pub the other day. It felt okay in lane because Lion has kind of weak disable, kind of weak damage early on, but Pudge offsets that with good slow. But if they're like in a try situation, like Lion Pudge are not effective, and that was basically where Liquid hit a rough patch. Is they did an aggro try, the Pudge got first blooded while he was hiding in the trees, and then he just kind of kept getting killed. In their defense, there's not a lot of right click heroes on OG side. It's a lot of like spell damages and stuff like that, so Pudge is more effective, but I'm scared after last game. I see the combos. It can definitely work, but I could see it getting punished really easily and then feeling ineffective.
What do you think they're thinking about getting for that mid lane matchup? I mean, they've known for the whole draft that it's going to be Ana up against an Invoker.
Well, Liquid has to pick first, which is not a good thing. Oh, I'm sorry, the Invoker.
And look at the OG ban. So OG are thinking that Liquid will shift that Void, get Mind Control playing because they ban out Matuba's anime.
Is this a Storm? Is this a Storm for OG?
I think it could be. And I think Liquid, I wonder, would it be better now because of the song and such for them to say, yeah, let's have Void on the off lane and maybe pick something like the Matumba Man Terrorblade, something that can stand up to Naga in the later stages of the game? Because do you really want to be playing a safe lane Void in this game?
I think they can get away without a good carry matchup this game because they have so many disables. Like Pudge ulti, line disables, Faces Void chrono. Like, if Naga gets chronoed in any of those circumstances, most of the time she's going to die. Like, she can get hooked out into more disables if needed, and she's going to die. Because OG can't save her. They've got so many nukes, so many disables. I'm not worried about that matchup. I'm just worried about... I think I'd be concerned about maybe the mid matchup.
Okay.
Or maybe whatever OG goes last with.
I think you're right that they may ban out the Storm.
I could see them go... Axe or something team fighty.
Oh, for Liquid?
Yeah, Liquid needs one more team fight. They can't just rely on Chrono. It's way too weak other than that. Chrono's great, but... they have to have something else that can like engage repeatedly.
They have been liking the Enigma, but I guess
Tide maybe?
You don't want to play Enigma in this game. So many ways to cancel that black hole.
I could see Tide this game.
Liquid's turn.
They'd be very cool on
We've not
our
seen a Mind
though.
Control Tide in a while, but it certainly would work with their lineup.
We saw some other team pick Tide in the last 2 days, but it might have been Navi or something. Not sure.
League's assassin.
That was a much better pick. God, that was such a better pick than a Tide or something. So good. Really good pick.
Great against the Batrider.
Good against Batrider. Scouts for Sunstrike. Can find Naga Siren. Good against Naga Siren. Drain her mana. Prevent her ulti from coming out. Such a good pick. And it's a lot harder for Disruptor and Kunkka to kill that hero than pretty much anything else I knew. That was such a good pick.
I mean, I kind of wonder as well, maybe OG is saying, well, we maybe would have liked to have banned the Nyx over the anti-mage. Because, yeah, that, as you said, you're selling it to me. And there's your final pick. So Ana will be playing the mid-Juggernaut this game.
And I think they did this because, like, the matchup is not great for Jug versus Invoker, but for Pudge and Lion ganks on the mid lane against Jug, it is so much more straightforward. Like,
you got a way to get out.
You have 5 seconds where Pudge slow doesn't affect you. And yes, you could get hooked afterwards, I guess, but then it's all reliant on the hook, and you have like 5 seconds to TP support. I think Jug was super good pick here. It also gives them... they needed something that could hit buildings easy, because Naga's not very good at that. I think this is a really, really solid pick.
Yeah, I really feel, that, as you said, as soon as that Naga came out, it's looking like a good Naga lineup. Unless Liquid can just absolutely crush them with the amount of lockdown, as you said. They've got a lot of ways to deal with the Naga early on, but if it gets to the later stages, it could be a tricky game for Liquid.
5 seconds
yeah, it could be. I could see them rolling over their opponents, but they have to win the laning stage, I feel. Otherwise, I feel like OG just has... it's either they have to win the laning stage, or the Nyx Assassin has to make a lot of kills happen.
I was going to,
in the mid-game.
do you think Liquid will put more than just the Nyx Assassin down there just to put more pressure onto Notel early on?
I don't think they can do that with those two supports. I just don't think it's going to work out very well. Like you don't just put Pudge in the offlane because he's got HP but he doesn't have armor, so they could just X him and kill him like 3 times, I think, or Glimpse with Torrent or something. I don't know. They've got ways to deal with him. And with Naga in the safe lane, like all you need is level 2, one ensnare and 1 Riptide. And I feel like you're just gonna nail him every single time.
Let's have a look, ladies and gentlemen. A very, very big warm welcome to you all tuning in for this one. Game 3 of OG versus Liquid. We're not too sure on the exacts, but looking at the group, all we know is this game is important. Neither of these teams are safe. Neither of them are guaranteed to go home. And there we have it. Let's keep the poll going. A Purge poll appears.
It is active. Do you think OD Pixel will miss First Blood? Exclamation yes.
First Blood. I ain't missing
if you think he will, exclamation
it.
no. If you think he will miss it. And I'm going to do my best not to direct his attention to the correct place. Because that is what a good co-caster would do.
Look at this.
Give me your answer.
Talking about my attention being drawn away. Liking this. Mind Control. He's got the new set on. Looking very crabby. With the crab Nexus.
Look at those little bug crab eyes.
Yeah. Here we go. This is going to be First Blood. I ain't going to miss it. I'm on it.
I don't know if it's going to work. This is dangerous. They're walking high ground. They're like, maybe this is going to... Oh, they put the ward down. Never mind.
That's what Miracle, he talked about it, but the creeps killed him. And Jarek survives. Oh, Miracle.
Oh, can he do this?
Oh, no. Oh, he's got it. Oh, he's got it. Jarek. This is his lane now. Anna, you're playing support. Jarek is the new core in town.
Oh, I made it work. And, okay, I don't know if you read that one or not. Maybe. That was a very obscure tree to eat.
All skill, that Sunstruck you.
What did you read this game? Man. I thought Jarex was going to die, and then you look at Invoker and you realize the creeps have been wailing into him.
Legend bottom lane, Mind Control. Be a little careful. Fly is there. Level 1 Thunderstrike. It's not going to be enough, I don't think, to outdo the regen here. I mean, Mind Control playing on the edge of it all, just making sure he doesn't miss out on a single strand of XP.
He's got a stick anyways. No big deal. Fly's going to wait for the bounty.
Just be a little careful. GH is here with a level 2 hook as well. It does have the catch potential.
He's only got 2 times as much HP as him. Come back to the lane. Another nuke. Fly's going to be out of mana though.
For sure, yeah, he's going to have to back up. GH has actually got an invis, so this is a little risky.
Oh, this is cool. Radiant scanned here, which shows him that the Pudge did not go straight to the next bounty rune. They probably know that Pudge is in the area.
Well, if they did, Fly didn't do anything for this to get away. He will put down the field, try and juke it out. Sunstrike, again, is not going to connect. The hook from GH certainly will. They get themselves one. Mind Control with the body blocks as well, making a lot of block damage to come out to Notel. GH jukes out the Torrent, and Jarek's turning up to town will be enough to make sure the Notel's safe. Sounds up. Xbox to start things off. The Sunstrike will be split between the two as well, so Anna don't care. And again, Jarek, with these rotations, he is playing at this. I mean, these two games, the Air Spirit performance, and now this Kunkka, it's next level. It really is.
We're going to have a Shrine as well for 2 heroes, just perfect efficiency. Fly heads to the off lane, possibly looking for a kill as for. Haven't looked at him much this game, but he is level 4.
He's got a Fairy Fire with the Sunstrike. Oh! Just foul thing. Okay.
He definitely ran a little bit to the left, so it was.
Yeah, he dodged it, but you're right. The Kuroki's right clicks are too strong.
And this is historically a really good bat matchup. I totally forgot about that for X full. This is so hard to kill him. Never mind, he's getting low.
Yeah, with the Riptide, physical and armor reduction, it's going to bring him down low. But GH is there with a save. Rips no tail away. Mind Control will survive. Neat little play there from GH.
So the Void is good against Batrider because he can use time dilation. So after Napalm comes out, you can prevent it from being recasted for 6 seconds at least. It doesn't last super long, but it provides a lot of slow.
Mid lane, Anna, he just gets himself a solo, moves in with the Blade Fury and Omni Slash as he forces Miracle away from the creeps. And this mid lane, it's just, I mean, obviously a lot of it down to Jarek's early pressure. And in fact, talking about Jarek's, he's just found himself a Roman Pudge. GH has become, oh no, GH still gets the kill on Anna. What was Anna doing? Oh, Anna. Oh, he was having such a good time in the mid lane, but then he gets hooked.
This is Jarek's lane once again. This is not Anna's lane. This is Jarek's lane.
Jarek's is love it. He's like, yeah. Oh, what a shame, Anna. You died. Oh, what a shame. I'll take this lane. Get myself level 6. I need to hit 6 very early. I'm 6.5 minutes in. He's halfway through level 5. Oh, I can't believe Anna dies there. Oh dear.
That's pretty amazing. Kunkka's boat is actually going to be huge this game too against things like Chronosphere. You can apply the rum debuff, throw up a healing ward with that, changes everything. S4 goes down again.
Talking about Chronosphere, they just use it straight up to set up with the three of them. You know, once you get a Chrono, there's going to be more than enough follow-up control between the coach and they get themselves the kills.
Curious to see what Matoma Man does item-wise. Orb of Venom treads. Stout Shield, no Poor Man's. Didn't feel the need, which I guess is fair. Usually sell it pretty quickly anyways. They're going in.
They have it. Alright, to set up. They'll look to chase down. They get the X-Mark to bring him back post-time walk. He'll try for the TP out. Is he going to make it? It's going to be close. But he will survive. Just down in time. Smart heads-up play there to go straight for the TP as soon as he's brought back.
Well, they definitely did the right thing with the chase, but maybe could have left him out there with X a bit longer, perhaps.
Hey, Sync kills the kitty cat, now turns around and gets the hook. Anna. And he will have to Blade Fury himself away from that one.
That was pretty dangerous. The Pudge was 6 there. I mean, it's still a little early, but Anna's been getting hooked a lot this game, that's for sure.
CS is still very good for him. It's 49 for 10 against Miracle's 22 for 9. Those 4 deaths on the Invoker heavily hurting him because of the way OG's played him on this lane. Jack, he's got his eyes on it again. He's looking for the heads-up torrent, and again, it connects. He's able to walk in, get the follow for X-Mark. Oh, but Jarex, the support god, does not have detection, and Miracle can ghost walk at him.
Well, this is a common problem. It's when you have too much money, you're like, hey, I can get my urn really early, and then you don't
get
delay it for 180 gold to get your dust. It happens. Hopefully he doesn't make that mistake again. That's definitely costly. That would have been another.
I mean, that would have just. Oh, okay. They still get it.
Anyway.
Anna gets the solo. He moves in with the Omni Slash and catches him straight up. The same time down bottom, they will lose Disruptor. The rest of Liquid now trying to surround No-Tail. They don't get it. They look for the X-Mark grab onto Kuroki, but Jarex doesn't have any torrent or follow-up, so Kuroki will be fine. At the end of the day, they're losing Invoker. Miracle dying solo again to Anna. Bottom lane, they get a support kill, but it really is this mid lane that's just an absolute one-sided affair. You've got level 9 on Anna. Miracle, oh, he's getting gone on again. S4 Fireflies across the tree line. Can they take him down to the Firefly? No, Miracle will survive. And now the punishment comes. Now look, dropping the Chrono. Oh, he still gets caught out. S4 just passes over him. Whilst Miracle is still invis, and he still dies. The Chrono will allow them to get the kill onto Anna. Matuma Man and Kuroki, they need to find more, but Fly, he's going to be there to hold Kuroki off. Matuma turning towards S4. S4 in a lot of trouble. Firefly still unavailable, and Matuma will pick up the double kill. But Liquid, they've got some heavy playing to do. This Miracle's Invoker getting absolutely destroyed. He's 6 deaths in the mid lane. He's only level 6. Anna halfway through level 9. He's so far behind.
He's just queuing up the Midas now. And you're supposed to have a Midas around this time. And he's just starting. He has nothing else. GH on the mid lane getting torrented here.
The setup is perfect. He'll try and get a kill in response onto Jarex. It's not going to happen. Tries for the deny.
Almost worked.
That doesn't get out either. The Sunstrike's going to be off point as Jarex jukes it out in the river. Knows that it's coming. Doesn't make the straight line straight back for base. But this is... they've got to try. Somehow Miracle's got to get himself back in this game. But he is a far, far way away from being involved.
I think the easiest way this is going to work is if they start getting Sunstrike kills. That's definitely a good way to accelerate, but getting it from his lane, not so possible here. Just jungling Sunstrike kills. And if we look on the other side of the map, Mind Control's actually going for... Is this a Helm of the Dominator? It's the Helm of the Dominator. Nyx Assassin Helm of the Dominator. Never seen this before.
I guess you have an insane regen, but it is.
I mean, you can... I think the purpose is that... I've been thinking about this a little bit, this is my thought. Grabs a creep that can push lanes, and he uses that creep to push lanes. That way, while he's out ganking, he's still farming, and he's still pressuring the map. That's one of the big downsides to heavy gank heroes like this. Like, he can push lanes with Impale, but then your opponents know where you are, and they don't play scared. So, get something done. You can think of it as a Midas, in some ways. You won't get the gold, or you won't get the experience, but you'll definitely get gold. Just got to get, what, 220 every 100 seconds? That's easily doable with one creep. Especially if you're waiting around for a hero to TP back in. Downside is he has no mana. That part's gonna suck. But could be effective, we'll see. Gonna see Kuro rotate. He's got level 6 actually, so definitely kill possibility here against Nog. Tanky though, and he's got a raindrop.
Mid lane as well, we've got a bit of a setup attack going in. They've got the X-Mark. Is he going to connect? This time Jarex off point with the timing.
Steal it anyways, I guess.
Bottom lane, Liquid's movement will be successful. Kuroki and Mind Control, they open up with the finger. They blow up. Sivana can get anything in response. They're trying to body block Kuroki here with the illusions. In fact, they don't even need that because S4 will come in with a wraparound. Punish Kuro. But at the end of the day, a big kill for Liquid, putting an end to No-Tail's free lane.
And the kill came to Miracle as well, so he gets experience, gets a little bit closer to the Midas. Gloves of Haste is the first pickup, so it's going to be a long road to the hand of Midas.
Anything that can kind of just get him back into this game.
They got Chronosphere though. They might jump on Jax here. He's pretty tanky, 1100. Oh, he's trying to read it.
Yeah, he was prepared for that as well.
Oh yeah,
on himself.
the ward in that position.
Top lane, Fly trying to outplay GH. What's going to happen for the time being as Fly is going to be the one to pay for this. GH gives him the rock rundown. Take the kill. At the same time in the middle lane, and things have opened up as well for Liquid. They've got the stun. Montana does still have an Omnisac, but he's being chain stunned up. GH coming across as well. S4 trying to break the fly up with the flame break. Anna's still alive. Gets the Omnisac out, but Matuna Man will be able to time walk out. Anna's got to get himself away from this all. He's ticking down low as the run wears off. GH he's only going to end up hooking Matuma in the backside. Kuroki will fall. Sunstrike, it connects. Miracle gets himself a big pickup there. Getting the kill on Anna. 500 gold in the back.
Getting closer to the mice, and now it's not looking too far behind. 600 gold to go, and it's only been about 3 minutes or so. And in the meantime, other stuff's happening on the map as well. The fact that GH can get a support kill in the meantime, hugely beneficial. Only 1300 gold advantage for OG. 2300 for Naga. Once he gets Radiance, everything gets a lot harder, that's for sure.
They're going to try and fight as well.
Slightly delayed, so I think Liquid's definitely getting back into this.
See what he can get with it.
This is kind of a tell though. Pudge used his ult on
OG scanned out, then no miracles here. He's very low. He does have the shrine amongst him. They're going to throw everything in him. They get the static storm. The boat flying through as well. The shrine heal isn't enough. And OG with an incredibly successful smoke gang don't only find 2, they look to find 3 as well. Kuroki getting X mark back, surrounded by the side, and OG claim a 3rd. Brilliant smoke, great scan, and they found the perfect catches. Taking Miracle down again for a 7th time and putting another hold on his Midas time.
You're definitely right. That was a perfect read. They saw Invoker a little low, and they know when that happens, he's going to go hit up the Ancients in a lot of cases. And doing it by the Shrine is supposedly the safest place.
It wasn't enough.
Your allies should be able to TP. You have high ground if they approach, but they got there just before he did, and as a result, it was a super easy setup. I think the Kunkka had an Invis as well, something like that. So he walked right up in there.
May have done. I mean, he got the perfect opening. Yeah, Fly's just a quick play to lay everything down after. There was no chance for GH and for Miracle. They were trapped.
Smoke coming on Liquid side though. They pop it. It's going to be Pudge with Lion. He's got Finger of Death back up again, so most likely they're looking for the Naga Siren.
That would be the perfect catch.
Any delay to the Radiance is going to make their game easier.
And the delay's got to come soon. He's 3,400 towards the Relic.
Ooh, this is actually a big negative. They put the ward there. They don't realize though that OG spotted that, and he does break 1 smoke on Kuro.
Dire's bottom tower.
No-Tail's going to hide in a bit of a secret spot.
He's keeping himself right behind the trees. Interesting Spires. Well, this is a good hiding place. They don't see him from here. They have to be up at top to get him. Now with the song, they're going to look to try and set something up here. S4 and the boys coming through. OG in full force. Fly's got a static storm. He can lay that down with the kinetic field. Trap 2 out. And this is only going to help No-Tail's Radiance Fund absolutely massively. Kuroki trying to turn, but he's in so much trouble. He'll only get the stun out onto No-Tail. The Thunderstrike and the right clicks from Fly enough to bring him down as Kuroki and GH will fall. Mind Control still alive for the time being. S4 still has a lasso. Mind Control, he'll try and TP out, but S4's going to be in there with the ult, holding him back, dragging him underneath the tower. The courier taunts him as it flies among him, and Fly and S4 will find the 3rd. Double kill for Fly, and as brilliant as OG Smoke was, Liquid, they were just unable to emulate it. That coming across, as soon as that was dispelled, OG knew exactly what was happening.
And they have full control over the wards that Liquid places well. They're going to get the one in the Roche area, and we'll see if they fly the courier to the other cliff spot.
Bottom lane, Matuma Man, he's chronoed Anna, but him himself doesn't have enough damage. I mean, Chinsy's trying to come in. Is there a chance for Anna to get out of this distance? So they will get the kill, but S4, he could pick up some trades here. He'll get one of them. Now looking to chase down for more. Stacks onto Kuroki, the drag back onto Matuma Man. Straight right back, he's got one more time walk. He'll go for the TP out. Do they have enough damage? They don't, so Matuma Man will escape.
Pretty good trade. Healing Jug is definitely very good. Well, I do feel like OG's dealing with all the aggression that Liquid's putting out right now. At least the last couple engagements. And like Invoker just got his Midas, and we're 16 minutes in. Normally, remember the first game? He had Midas, he had Ags, he had Yules at 20 minutes, and he's just queuing up his Ags now. He's about to finish his point booster, so very, very different farm path from the last couple of games.
Bottom tower is under
All
attack.
comes down to a couple engagements.
Of course.
Radiance is almost up too.
Yeah, it's very nearly done. And that is the big worry for Liquid. Does have eyes onto S4. Set up with the Spike Carapace. Has more than enough time to buy the time for Croaky to come in. Nobody missing that Sunstrike. Connected out. Does he actually get out? Has he got stick charges? He has. He gets out. The one charge is the escape. The Omni Slash from Mana to find the Pudge kill. And they're going to even get more out of this. The drag back with the glimpse brings Mind Control back into it. And they just don't kill S4. Oh, are they chaining it onto more? He's got a Shrine. Is he going to pop? No, he's going to continue to try and run. They're low on mana, but the field from Fly, it's enough, and OG get themselves the triple for the Juggernaut.
Oh, such a good fight. Batrider was so tanky there between drums, wand, and fused.
And he took everything. Sunstrikes, it just wasn't enough.
The sad part was they would have had a Finger of Death to make that easier, and they didn't use it. And I don't really blame them. That didn't feel like a good use. But he gets the wand charge off, the Kunkka TP saves him.
Jarrett's just being a real look at this.
It's going to Armline now.
5-0-11. He is having the perfect Kunkka game.
Yeah, really is.
And again, with the armlet, it's complete.
It's been a while since we saw Armlet Kunkka. Almost all support Kunkkas have been just focused on their spells and their mobility, but it's Armlet time.
He packs a fair bit of a punch with that time cleaner.
I know you like Cleave, man. Well, this is going to be Cleave, and Armlet's one of the best damage items in the game. Not to mention, for Kunkka, you can turn it on, get all buff, hit once, and then turn it right off. You don't even take that much damage.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Set anything up with this.
Grabs it really safely too with that.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
I don't even think they saw this. I'm pretty sure.
No, they don't know that. Yeah, they don't have any visual awareness. And yeah, Croaky is going to get X'd up. There's the time to follow through. Will get saved by the hook from GH, but I say that he's been glimpsed back immediately. He's surrounded by the kinetic field. Jarek puts the armlet on. They'll stun him, but they do not want to go in onto this. They'll need to block off any sort of a chance to try and help Kuroki. And the radius burn for the illusions chasing him down. He will still survive. They get the hook. Ando onto No-Tail. Can they burst him with a finger in the sun straight? They can. Big kill for Liquid. Can they get anything more out of him? Matuma Man dragged back, but he has the time walk. The boat flying in. Matuma lays down the chrono. He doesn't have the damage really to go in onto Ana. They're trying their best. With Miracle they can. As the rest of Liquid come back into the fight. Do manage to lock him down post chrono. Get the kill. GH seeing if he could get more there with a hook connection, but he doesn't quite. But as we saw then, this time, the fight around the shrine not paying off for OG.
Yeah, that was the most typical don't fight at shrine fight I've ever seen. It looked so good for them, but all of a sudden the hook on the Naga changed everything. Way out of position, no way to save him. An easy kill. So now Liquid, game is back in their hands a little bit. There's still a gold advantage for OG, but that was a bit detrimental. And if you've been curious what he's been doing with his Helm of the Dominator, it's just a catapult.
Okay.
It does a lot of damage to towers right now.
Yeah, well, the siege damage what means an extra 250%. I think it's something ridiculous.
Yeah, it was something huge like that. Not to mention that when you take a catapult and use Helm of the Dominator, it gets extra HP too. Helps a little. But it does get a kill. Stop paying attention. Snags the Hellbear instead. Also very good at pushing. And if we look at his farm level right now, he is actually pretty good. He's right behind Batrider, which is honestly amazing considering he's 1, 2, and 3. He must have been getting a lot of last hits with it. 65 last hits for him. Yeah. Or maybe Bat's just fighting all the time. Who knows?
See, but some amount of course with his build. But Vlad's Manta stuff. Still some time before he has the Manta. I'll be interested to see what he goes for after that. Do you think he does go for the Diffusal, or
yeah, 100%.
This game Diffusal is solid?
Yeah. I don't think you can pass it up if you go Manta as well. It's just the damage amplification is huge. Manta by itself is kind of a bad damage item, but you need it to remove silence and stuff like that. So also it's very good as an anti-Omni-Slash item. So Diffusal Blade most likely after. Give him good kite potential. He can kill Kunkka really easily. This is one of the downsides to Jarek's build is that he's not as mobile.
One lane. Ana, he's going to get straight up hooked. The backup is there, but they do have the song. No tail. Looks to be enough to save him. Well, I say that. There is a mind control Nyx waiting for him. Will land the stun, and in fact, this is going to buy time for the rest of Liquid to head down there. There is a Chronosphere. Matuma Man feels the need to commit it, and he will. They're not messing around. They know that this is a huge kill to get. They'll surround him. The hook beautifully threads past Matuma Man, and Liquid get him. Perfectly done, and again, mind control in the right place at the right time. I think Anna thought he was safe there after No-Tail saved him, but surprise, Nick's assassin.
It was costly spell-wise for Liquid, but completely worth it there. It cost them Chronosphere, but their opponents also used Song of the Siren. No song for 82 seconds now. So Naga is accelerating, but it's every fight in the last couple have been not good for them. And I think it's only going to go well if they get a couple heroes group, use Song, and then follow it up with a Static Storm. But they don't even want to try for that because it's just so difficult. If Pudge is in the area and he's not in the Static Storm, he's going to hook somebody out. And it has really shown in the way that OG's been playing. They've been a little bit more passive in the last couple games.
This game 3 certainly turning out to be the close one we would hope for. This game definitely not feeling like one that's just going to suddenly swing one way. Both teams with a lot of potential.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Miracle being eyed up in the middle lane. S4 coming across from the tree line. Miracle has to be careful. There's going to be the jump. They've got the lasso. Is there any way the Liquid can save this Invoker? It doesn't look like they can as he's stuck in the Static Storm. OG get themselves a big pick off.
I thought they might click on the Forge Spear. They were so close to each other there when he went for the lasso. But with the new strategy, just summon so many units your opponents can't click on you directly. Might be a good one. Take the tier 2 after the Invoker kill and continue to pressure the map. Illusions to cut the creeps. Pretty much perfect for them. Nick's investing in a Manta style to push out the bot lane. Just kidding.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Somebody actually did that one of my games recently. I was very upset.
Over the illusion.
No, they got a Manta style on Nick's assassin. Or they're trying to build it.
What?
Yeah, that's real bad.
Why did you do that?
I don't know.
Radiant's
It was like an
bottom
orchid or
tower is
something.
under attack.
Could have bought anything else.
Did he not have a Yules?
Nah, he didn't have much. He was like Dagon. He was like 3K.
Dagon
He was like a
Manta
2K player.
My goodness. Why are you playing with 2K players? Oh, you did.
It was the other night.
Are
I
you
played
sure?
in the room that one night. It was hard to find people to play first. I don't remember. It was international. That's what it was.
International.
That's my excuse.
That's just crazy.
Jax did so well early, but I'm doubting this armlet right now. I think it was not the. I think he needed a force or a blink. There's too much mobility on his opponents. It's just too hard to take fights. They might. Oh yeah, that's some heroes.
GH responds immediately, and they're out of there. But they don't want to take this fight. They know that OG's crap into this. That Torrent nearly did get him.
There was the whale in.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Can you get anything more? Let's go to pop the drums.
Who is he?
Oh, they're surrounding him. Liquid not wanting to buy onto him, at least just making sure that he's unable to get the lasso. And they will back away. Mind control very close to having that blink dagger. A lot of space being created for Miracle. Now Miracle, he really is making that recovery. He's died 8 times, but now he's only 1k behind Anna. It's been the recovery that, you know, we do see a lot of Invokers do. If they get that Midas and they're efficient players, they can pull it off. But Miracle, he's certainly pulled it off against the odds this time.
There he is. I've stolen a couple kills, but that's part of the gig.
That's what you gotta do.
I'll go back to the top lane to split push a bit. Should be just fine. Oh yeah, they actually X'd him. That way he can split push even more effectively. Kills most of the creep wave. Didn't get a chance to mirror image while he's up there, which is actually fairly detrimental for him since Miracle can still push it in, but would have been a little easier. We'll just go cut creep waves, that's fun. Still a really big gold advantage for OG though. 4,500.
Oh, the smoke could catch 2, but all quick with the blink out. S4 will survive. They catch Jerax, they will punish the Admiral. Kunkka's down, Song comes in. OG, they're seeing if they can try and fight back into this one, find some sort of a setup. Miracle comes in from outside of the Song though, drops the Tornado and the MP. They will get the Static Storm Kinetic Field Trap onto Matuma Man, but the Shrine is healing him up. Matuma Man will survive. OG, they can't get the killer, they've lost S4. They surround No-Tail Liquid, they get themselves the third, and now they're moving in for more. And a trying for the TP out, but he gets bashed. Matuma Man with the RNG now looks to continue the chase down here. There's 5 of Liquid hot on the heels of Anna. Is the speed of the phase going to be enough to save him? Matuma Man, no! He gets the bash, the deafening blast, and the Sunstrike. Miracle gets the triple kill. What a fight for Liquid. OG, they tried to come back in with a song, but they should have just tucked their tails and run.
Absolutely. Everybody was too spread out. They put pings down. They want to fly to try to aim for the double catch, but that was a nightmare right there. Fly had that happen in the game they lost yesterday, I believe. He tried to catch 2 in the Static Storm, and it didn't work out. And then what happened was OG just split targets. No-Tail goes for the Lion because he doesn't want to deal with him. A lot of boat damage being done in the Roche pit, but it's not going to stop them from killing it.
Yeah, no Siren, no Song, nothing they can do. And with that, look at the net worth. That is just miracles back on top. It's as if the laning stage never ever happened.
They will chase for some pressure, but it's hard for them even to get Naga illusions near here because mana drain. One shot, lots of gold going to Crow every single time. In fact, we can take a look just how much.
Yeah, 470. You've got to break down
Lion's
those.
been very active with that. 290 gold for him, 10% killed.
Oh, there we go.
Mixed Assassin got some, but obviously that was during Lion, so it's going to be a big source of gold for Lion.
Superman. Actually, well, we wondered if he would get the defuse, but it looks like he's queuing up for the BKB. And I guess this is understandable as well, because the song can really put a spanner in his works.
That's true. Absolutely.
He does not do it.
For those of you that don't know what that means, that's a wrench.
A spanner? That's not. You have spanners in the mountain,
Nope, we call it wrench.
Like if someone's being stupid, they're being a spanner.
Nope, nobody says
You call
that.
someone stupid a wrench?
Nope, we don't.
I guess it doesn't really make sense, because spanners, wrenches aren't stupid, they fix them. It's an insult. Sunstrike, of course, Miracle. We'll reveal that they have that ward there. But hey, he'll take the kill. He sees the kills and he'll take it.
Was that just a random Sunstrike, or was that like
no, they've got the ward, they've got the ward. He was down here. He was farming the creeps.
I mean, I assume that he saw a hero, but okay. I assume they had a ward of some kind, or vision.
Getting mid lane, the jump in, but S4, that's a forehead surrounded by 4, and he is actually going to live. It's a reverse forehead, it's a pog jam. He'll survive. There's the song counter to the chrono, but Tummerman now surrounded. Maybe this is the fight that OG can turn, but the static storm surrounds him. They try to hook him out, but the illusions block the hook. But Tummerman, he may still survive though. He gets forced back. Can he live here? He's brought back, still gets the time or count, but Tummerman, but now he's going to get brought back again. The Xbox drags him back in the end, ticking him down, but he's still got the time walker, but Tummerman will manage to escape everything.
Both teams really. Man, Bat Rider looks so close to dead, but the Savior Creep Wave walked in, split the Sunstrike and the healing ward as well to keep his HP full, but they just did not have the damage to kill Void. They did, but they didn't want to commit the Omni Slash. It looked like a guaranteed kill, but their damage is it's just not high enough.
Yeah, they only got you got the Omni and they get the GH kill, but yeah, GH the only one to die in that. That's quite a miracle. Really. Everything was dropped.
Mostly, except for the Omni. I didn't see a boat combo. Maybe Jerk's gonna die.
No, Omni came up, didn't he? See, bottom. Miracle, starting to style.
Yeah, I think Jerk's certainly spent his money on the wrong stuff this game. The Armlet was not the move. I think the phase was completely fine. So get this kill. Okay, that's Alliance. They can do that one.
Good one there. So if you get more mind control, actually, as Renzo, they can still fight this, but Tummerman just jumps in, pulls the Disruptor to pieces. We can get anything more out of this. Anna will escape with a Blade Fury, but Liquid opening up the space to put some pressure on this bottom tower, and they can finish it off. Tier 2, very, very low here. 22 to 25, as we see, just each kill, each tower, swinging it between the two of them. This game is so damn close.
It's really close. Keeps going back and forth. Yeah, it's just, I haven't felt presence with Kunkka in like 10 minutes at least. Pudge feels so much more useful right now than the Kunkka does.
I mean, in fact, do you remember when I said he was 5-0-11? That was quite a while ago.
Yeah, he's 5-0, 5-2 and 12 now.
Yeah, so he's got one extra, it really has slowed down massively what he's been able to do.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
He had such a good early, but to be fair, he had such a good early game. It's hard to compare.
He had an amazing early game, but this is one of those times where your early game's so good you spend your money on items that don't completely make sense. You just think they do because you're so far ahead. And they probably did temporarily, but ever since then it's all been, if he gets nuked at all, he dies. If he gets stunned at all, he dies. And he has no utility other than his skills, which he already had before he spent the gold. Slight mistakes there, kind of costing them a bit.
I'll take that.
BKB progress. 1200 away. The rest of the hammer. Everything now level 18 as well. Miracle. And the levels are coming out his backside with the Midas. Level 21 now on the Invoker. Very much back on the route that he wants to be. Having the Aegis, the Lincolns, the Agonims. And we'll be looking for the BKB as well himself. So totally understandable in these very chaotic fights. You need to be able to not worry about the massive amounts of control OG have between the Kunkka and the Disruptor.
I think both teams need a lot of BKBs, and they are building a few. Batrider needs one, 100%. That is his item. He's going to skip Force Staff. It's the most important thing because he needs to build it against the Nyx Assassin. Mind Control's reaction in that last fight where Batrider almost died was insane. Instantly in to reflect the damage and guarantee that Batrider gets locked down. Once he gets BKB, at least he can more reliably disable somebody and have some teamfight follow-up. But even still, their damage is weak. Their two supports have good damage, but it's a little situational. Batrider is not the biggest damage hero, and Naga Siren is not the biggest damage carry either. So I think that's really what's costing them some issues here. Even though they can do these like great song setups, they don't have anybody to just blow up whoever's inside of it. Until Juggernaut gets some big items. And right now he's going Manta into Scotty. I think it's a good choice. He needs HP to survive the burst. The slow utilities can be really effective. But until he gets like an item after this, he's not going to kill like Faceless Void or whoever else really rapidly.
Yeah, it was interesting that he goes for that over the defuse, because he did have the diffuser queued up on it. Would he go back?
On Void?
Sorry, Juggins. He went for the Scotty instead of the diffuser.
I didn't see him queue up diffusal myself.
He did have it at a point. He did have it queued.
It's the natural progression, but it doesn't increase his HP at all, and it's only good if you're fighting, and he's going to get BKB stun most of the time, so I think it was absolutely the right choice to...
You just got to keep yourself alive.
To focus on HP right now versus just a little bit of right click. He's too vulnerable against this many stuns and nukes. It's absolutely the right choice. He doesn't want to buy BKB either, so... Oh, they did spot Invoker briefly. They know what's in the area. No gem just yet for OG. And No Tail very wisely hiding by trees. Hopefully make this a little easier.
Control's got eyes on them. He will open up to jump in onto S4, the song.
Oh, this is good. They got two big ones. Invoker can... Nope, they're going to run. Okay. I don't know if they saw it. They probably didn't know that Mind Control was there. Oh,
actually
great
missing
dodge.
the Tornado, yeah. And No Tail jukes out the hook as well.
He got a little lucky in that the Ghost Walk ended about the same time the Tornado came on. I guess that's because he cast a spell, huh? Maybe?
Here we have it. He's got the BKB done.
Gank evaded, and they again TP No Tail to the top lane, immediately X pulling back. Actually, did he Manta dodge that one?
Oh, looks like he may want to stay up there. Or maybe inadvertently. He's making the move back to...
He's like, oh shoot, press Manta, hurry.
There we go. He's back down.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
This is... I mean, what's really the next big item going to change things? The Timberman's just picked up the BKB, so next time we shouldn't see that problem happen, where he gets instantly held back by the sun.
He needs damage now.
Yeah.
Liquid is still very burst heavy, but once the BKBs become commonplace on OG's side, it's going to be hard for Liquid to take place. Unless they initiate first, which they're very good at. Between Nyx and Blink Dagger Lion and maybe Fudge getting some mobility. He's got a Force Staff too, just normal right now. They've got some ways, but when the BKBs come out, it'll be tough. Ags Disruptor will make a big difference too, but again, that's going to require sleep setups. They do have level 3 Song of the Siren though, so down to 80 seconds of cooldown, so they can definitely abuse that.
Hotel still very much on track with his farm. Very close to having the Octarine done. 200 gold, and that Mystic Self will be on its way out to him.
I'm slightly surprised he didn't go for the Ensnare cooldown this game, because Ensnare is so good against Faceless Void. Prevents him from leaping, but I guess attack speed is good too if you want to focus more on carrying. I guess they're lacking right click damage a bit, so could be decent. Jarek's still split pushing out the off lane here. He's picked up he's queuing up a gem, that is.
Okay.
Definitely has some mana problems though. The lack of arcane boots really hurting him.
Yeah, it's true. It's only having to make quite a few trips back to base to ensure that he does have these combos that OG needs him to pull off in these fights.
Even his counter, he just doesn't care about him. A little surprised, but I guess it makes sense. The torrent damage is kind of crappy. 30 damage is good, but probably doesn't think it's important. So he's just going to split push safely until then.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of his skills, he's just scale so well.
Yeah, they really do. The difference between a third point of torrent and X, third point and fourth point between X and torrent is, I'm sorry, X and Tidebringer. Huge difference.
Oh, things again slowing down for both sides, but both teams not really finding too much. It's allowing mana, good farm he needs. No Tail continues to farm very well with it, but now completed Octarine. And the rest of them have on Liquid. Miracle still heading the top of the net worth.
A rare 35 attack speed for Invoker. I think most get +7 stats. So He is very good at right-clicking people. Like this guy. He's gonna see the debuff though. Jug
Time is money.
might get countered.
Yeah, still.
With the void, and then that basically countered Naga Sleep. Kunka didn't get a combo off on somebody that he probably needed to.
Radiant's middle
Just so
tower is
tough
under
for them to
attack.
take a good engagement here with their lack of damage.
As you said, just to really point to it, the fact that that was without the Chrono. If they, when they respawn, if there's even a chance for them to do so, there's going to be a Chronosphere. This is almost certainly over for OG as Liquid hitting onto the tier 4s. No buybacks available on OG. Only Jerax and Fly alive. One tier 4 down. Liquid pushing on. They've got that AC on Matumba. They've got a lot of damage to bring down these structures, and there's not going to be the chance for OG. GH and Miracle on Fountain control, making sure that Fly and Jerax do not leave the base. And in this crucial 3 games, the side of Liquid, they'll take the victory 2-1 as they bring down OG. And what a series indeed.
Yeah, amazing series there. Liquid, very hard fought, but they're